to know history to understand where you're at. And everywhere where I was ever stationed, I tried to find a little bit about history about the area. Why are the troops even here in this location? Well, there may be a good reason why. Or what are we doing in the overall, in the grand scheme of things? In 1956, fall of Dien Bien Phu, we provided some assistance and support to the French. They were allies. However, it was lukewarm because we weren't keen on helping them reassert themselves as colonial power, to retake their colonial, their colonies, Indochina. We weren't all that keen on that. And in 1956, between the 1955-56 time frame, Dien Bien Phu was cut off and was tapped. And the French requested air support and logistic support. President Eisenhower said no. Minimum of what was required by the Southeast Asia Treaty. And not one bullet, not one sea ration, not one boot more. And during the Eisenhower administration, we were required, as part of the Southeast Asia Treaty Organization, the CETO, and the requirements is that we would provide certain limited military assistance, such as advisors and so forth. And he kept the bare minimum until Kennedy came into office. Kennedy wanted more, wanted to fight, push the commies back. So
he thought he was
Army
looking for
Special
glory.
Forces, this is the John F. Kennedy Special Warfare Center at Fort Bragg. John F. Kennedy ordered the formation and the start of Special Forces. And their primary job would be to be super well trained, do very limited, have the capability and training to do missions, combat missions, special operations, combat missions. However, their prime mission would be to go into an area. A special forces team would go into an area, organize the people, and train them, and help them and guide them in becoming a fighting force. Really, fight guerrillas with guerrillas is basically what they would do. That's really good if you're doing behind the lines stuff, but everything was behind the lines in Vietnam. And so the very first ground troops, actual ground troops, went into Vietnam under the Kennedy administration. Johnson's blamed for the massive escalation, but it was started in the Kennedy administration. He carried it on. And in the 1964 presidential elections, when he was running against Barry Goldwater, who was painted a dangerous war hawk, is because he said he'd go in there and bomb the hell out. They had somebody else running for president or vice president, Curtis LeMay, the bomber commander in World War II. Well, his philosophy was bomb them back into the Stone Age. So he was known as Curtis Bomb 'em back to Stone Age LeMay. He did fairly well. What it was, Goldwater told the truth about what he would do if he was president. Johnson lied about what they have done and what they intend to do. He lied. Penny Hill is the Party of Peace held the biggest escalations of the war was under the Johnson administration after '64. See some issues there?
I see issues.
Democrats haven't changed a bit, have
They
they?
have not.
No.